Things are getting very unhinged, even by Fox News standards. Maria Bartiromo is still pretending to be a journalist rather than admitting she's just a Trump propagandist. She is now pushing a deranged conspiracy theory about Joe Biden and prostate cancer. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't totally understand the conspiracy theory. I can't tell if she's suggesting that Joe Biden doesn't really have prostate cancer, but it was announced in order to take attention away from problems, or if she's saying he had prostate cancer all along and it was hidden. I don't totally understand the conspiracy theory. Let's see if we can understand it.
We know that right after the tapes came out from the Robert Hur interview, where we would have been able to see exactly how Biden answered those questions, suddenly the Democrats come up with an admission that Joe Biden has prostate cancer, right? I mean, how does that show up so fast? I mean, look, we've been questioning Biden's health on this program from almost the moment he stepped into office. We know that.
Yeah. So I think she's saying the Biden administration or his team, I guess now, the post-presidency team of Joe Biden is faking the cancer diagnosis as a distraction from the interview tapes. I think that's what she's saying. Or is she arguing that he had cancer all along and it was covered up? That's not really the impression I get. This is how far they've fallen. It's not reporting. It's like bad fan fiction where Democrats stage medical disclosures as chess moves. And I can't help but chuckle because this is exactly the sort of stunt that Trump would pull. We've talked before. If Trump had a serious medical problem, would we be told in a reasonable and transparent way, or would they do everything they can to hide it? And you only have to go back to when Trump had COVID during that first term. Remember that the whole thing was made to make it look like Trump just had a little cold. But after the fact, we found out that the real reason that they staged this heroic and triumphant helicopter ride from the White House to Walter Reed when they did was because doctors were saying, we're worried if you don't go now, you may not be able to go there under your own power, in which case you're going to be taken out on a stretcher, and that's going to look way worse. And fearing that imagery going public, Donald Trump decided, out of precaution, I'm going to take a helicopter to Walter Reed. We know from that they would have done everything possible to hide the truth of a Trump diagnosis. The speculation about Biden is much more accurately directed towards what Trump actually did. Subsequently, I remember this like it was yesterday because we were covering it. While Trump was in the hospital, Trump's doctor and sometimes multiple doctors would come out and speak to the press. And they would not answer direct questions. There was a question as to whether Trump needed oxygen. I'm going from memory, so go fact check me. But the topic of Trump needing oxygen came up. And you would get answers from doctors like, the president has not been on oxygen over the last 24 hours, which obviously leads to the question. So hold on. Are you saying he did require oxygen previously? They didn't want to answer that. Ultimately, we found out he did get some oxygen. So all of the allegations about how Biden would try to cover this up and cover that up, the Trump administration did it with Trump's health. So it's not even good propaganda. It's lazy, it's sloppy, it's desperate. And this is where Fox News is going at this point in time. I only expect it to get even dumber. Now, we've got a phenomenal bonus show for you today. We're going to talk about the 50% Brazil tax rate. There's a political vengeance aspect to that tariff rate. Sorry. There's a political aspect to that, which I want to discuss. Secret Service has suspended some personnel after the Trump assassination attempt. They've completed their investigation. And then finally, the latest polling in the New York City mayoral race has socialist Zohran Mamdani, or Madmani, as many Republicans wrongly call him, leading that race. So we're going to get to all of that and more on the bonus show. Sign up at joinpacman.com. Get my Substack newsletter at substack.davidpacman.com. I'll see you then.